Hey everyone, totally random games here. I just wanted to make a quick video about my League Start to Headhunter flipping challenge, where I explain what the challenge is about, what tools I'm going to be using, and some generalized tips for how you can also flip items and currency early on. So the challenge, as I said, it's League Start to Headhunter, but what this means for me specifically is that the farthest I can progress is Act 1. This means I'm not going to have access to crafting table recipes, so I'll be tipping people to get some crafts done if I'm doing any crafting flips. And I can't progress past Act 1, so my starting currency all has to come from Act 1, so we're probably going to farm somewhere like the ledge, try to build up a couple chaos, and go from there. So moving on, I'm just going to go over some of the basic applications that I'm going to use to assist with this challenge. So I already got them all brought up in the internet tab over here. Starting out, we're going to be using TAMPERMONKEY. So what TAMPERMONKEY does is it allows you to run scripts within Chrome, like user-created scripts. So to get that, you're going to go to this website. You can pause the video. It's at the top there, the URL. And then you're going to install it for Chrome. I like to go with the stable version. There's really not much point in going with the beta version. So go ahead and install TAMPERMONKEY stable. Once that's complete, you can go ahead and go on over to the PoE Trade official site enhancer. So this is GitHub. URL also at the top up here. You can pause it and grab that. And what you're going to do is, so we already went ahead. They do have how to install down here. We've already gone ahead and installed our script manager, which was TAMPERMONKEY. So what you're going to do now is actually run the install link. So you're going to click install, and that's going to bring you to this page. So it has the script that's going to run on the PoE Trade website. And you're just going to hit the install button. So I have a reinstall because I already have it installed. But you're just going to hit the install button, and that's all you have to do for that part of it. So once you have that done, you're all ready to use the PoE Trade Enhancer, and I'll show you what that is. So if you go over to the PoE Trade website, so just in standard right now, obviously, because we're between leagues, but you'll know you have it installed because you'll have this PoE Trade Enhancer settings option up here. I don't usually trade. I don't think I've messed with any of these other than decreasing the max age for currency values. So I want my currency values, especially early league. I might even change that to 1 hour, right? Because you want your currency values to be updated fairly consistently so that you get accurate price rates or price listings. And what you can do with this trade enhancer is it allows you to run multiple live searches within one browsing tab, which is huge. So what would you do? Say I wanted to search the tabula. So I want to search a tabula rasa. I hit that search button, and normally you'd activate live search, right? And then you would have to open up another tab, and you'd start another live search, and yada yada. Well, what you can do instead here, so I can hit this save search button, right? And this saves everything about the search. I can name it. So this is search for tabula. We're going to save it. Boom. And now what you can do is next time you come back to the PoE Trade website, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a little folder option here. You'll see a live search option. So you have save searches, load searches, and live search. So you're going to click the live search option, and you'll see tabulas there. So you just check mark that and hit search. And it's going to run the live search. And you'll see it's working, right? So one important note, you might be wondering what this means, one of one WebSocket's working. So the maximum amount of live searches that PoE Trade allows is 20. It used to be 80 last league. It's 20 this league. So what that means is you can have up to 20 live searches working. If you need more than that for whatever reason, some people may, like if you're flipping a lot of things, then you're going to have to use an alternate API, probably like PoE.trade or something similar like that. But for this one, we can go ahead and use we can just do 20 searches. That's fine. That's more than enough to get going. Later on, you may want to use PoE Trade to have some more though. So now just to continue on and show you another example, we're just going to do a live search for an abyssus. Doesn't really matter what. We're going to search it. There we go. And normally you'd activate a live search on another tab, right? But in this case, we're just going to save this search. We're going to call it abyssus. And let's pretend we were looking for abyssus that were 10C or less. We would just save it that way, right? Save that. And then when we come back to PoE Trade, scroll down, we select our live search option, and abyssus shows up there. So you'll see all of our live searches that we want to save are going to show up there. And like I said, you could have up to 20. So you could check all 20 of the items you want to keep a tab on, and you're going to hit the search. So now this is going to all show up on the one page. So you're going to have abyssus showing up, and you're also going to have tabula showing up. So yeah, there you have it. So you hit the live search option, and then you'll notice we have abyssus, we have tabula, and that's going to live search that. So you can have up to 20 of these going at once, which is pretty useful. So this is what I'm going to be using mainly to flip the first few items that I'm going to be kind of keeping tabs on. After that, so there you go. We had another abyssus come in. It's offline, but because we're on standard, there's going to be so many things rolling in here. So we're just going to go ahead and pop off there. We're going to deactivate that. So that's good and all. So we have a way now to do multi-searching on one tab, which is huge. We don't have to be dancing around tabs. We can do it from one tab. It's super useful. What we're going to need to do now though is eventually when we have a lot of trades going on, we're just going to be bombarded with whispers, right? So we're going to want a way in game to manage all those whispers. And what we're going to use for that is called PoE Trades Companion. So what this does is it gives you a handy little pop-up anytime you get a whisper. So you'll notice I got a whisper for a doctor card. It's just sitting in my div stash. I don't actually have a price listed on it. But it shows me that this guy who wants to buy it, what they want to buy, what tab it's in, what position it's in that stash tab. And it also showed their offer. If I had a price listed, it would show the price there. So that lets you cross-reference, right? So if they kind of try to, pull a quick one on you and give you a price that's not actually what it's listed for, you'll be able to see that there really quickly. And then you can send out the instant message, right? You can invite them to party instantly. You can tell them it's sold. You can ask them to wait if you're mapping. But either way, it's so much faster. So I definitely recommend the PoE Trades Companion. And to get that, you're just going to do a quick search for PoE Trades Companion, or you can go to this URL that I'm providing right here and follow the download and running the tool instructions. So you are going to have to download and install AutoHotkey for this. It is an AutoHotkey script. So you're just going to download AutoHotkey, extract it. You don't need to run it or anything. You just have to have it on your machine. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the releases page as it shows here. That'll bring you here. And you're just going to download the latest release. Pre-release is fine. We're going into a new league, so pre-release makes sense. That's going to happen. Should still work absolutely fine. That's what I'm running right now. I ran it just to test, see if it was still live, and it is still live and working. So that seems to be working good. So that's basically the tools that I'm going to be using starting out. So again, that was PoE Trade Official Site Enhancer to allow multi-live searching in one tab, as well as the PoE Trades Companion. And that's what allows me to track all my messages in game. If I'm getting multiple messages at once, it prevents me from getting overwhelmed. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be using for the first few days, or really throughout. That's what I'm going to be using. So now I'd like to get into just a couple of generic tips to flipping items early league. So I'm not going to be giving away, what I'm going to be doing exactly, because it's going to be a struggle enough getting trades early league from Act 1 with the little currency I'm going to have starting out. So I don't really want to put a stress on those markets. But I can still give you very generic tips that you can also use to flip and make a good profit. So one of the main things that I'm going to be doing early on is currency flipping. which is just low value currency, right? I'm going to be looking at what currency kind of has the best ratio between selling and buying. So that could be something like, how many jeweler's orbs can I get for a chaos, or how many alterations can I get for a chaos, or what kind of other items can I get for alternate currency? Can I get chaos for transmutes, for instance, stuff that doesn't really happen a whole lot, but that's kind of what you want to do. You kind of want to keep track of the different currencies, see if there's one currency that's worth more than another, if you reverse the trade. So chaos to alt, alt to chaos. Is there a big gap there? Well, maybe you want to flip that, but you also have to realize that's going to be extremely volatile early on. It's going to fluctuate a ton. And some of the appies may be down, stuff might not be updating quickly. So you got to be very careful when you're flipping early on. Another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep an eye on leveling gear prices. Again, these are going to fluctuate a lot. Ideally, I'm not going to buy leveling gear for chaos. I'm going to try to use my alternate currency that I happen to find in Act 1 to buy leveling gear, and then trade it for chaos or elks or something like that, right? So you're going to want to look for cheap leveling gear that you can flip for an extra chaos or so. This is really early. This is the first 7 or 8 hours of the league. You're not going to get huge flips, but gaining a chaos here and there, gaining an elk here and there, that's huge starting out, right? That's how you're going to build up. Thirdly, I'm going to keep an eye later on as the day goes on. You're going to start seeing some decent div cards show up on the market. So you're just going to keep an eye on the div cards, see if there's any good ratios there, see if there's any for cheap that farther down the line in a day or two, they're going to increase in price by 3 or 4 times. So I'm not really going to give you an example of exact div cards because I know the ones that I want to target. I have it all written down. But just keep an eye on div cards. Div cards are one of those things that people don't realize there's a lot of value to be made there, especially if you're somebody who is kind of new to the game, doesn't have a whole lot of currency, and wants a good way to build some currency. So div cards are usually a good way to go for that. But yeah, that's pretty much my plan. So we're starting out Act 1 only. We got our applications installed. We got our trade tracker. We got our in-game whisper tracker. And then we have our plan for what we're actually going to flip in the first day. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next video you see will be kind of like the progress of my first day. So that's tomorrow, 2 p.m. my time. I'm Mountain Time, North America. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think this challenge is going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a challenge, like I said, because I don't have access to that crafting bench, which is usually a way that I'd flip items early on. But hopefully I can find a couple friends that allow me to use their bench, and I'll tip them, of course. I want it to be kind of realistic here. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So that should help you guys out if you want to do a similar thing. You kind of know what to do now. You know what tools you need, what tools help, and kind of what items and currency to keep an eye on. But yeah, that's everything for me today. I hope to see you guys in the next video. I hope we all have a great time in the new league. And yeah, hopefully I can get this Headhunter challenge out of the way pretty quick so I can start playing the actual game, right? All right, thanks a lot for watching the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.